Hey, welcome to Vent with Michelle Malkin. On the front burner today, unhinged academics. Yes, boys and girls, it is time for another installment of our special Teachers Gone Wild series. Hot Air presents a special montage of the top Moonbat educators on the loose in America so far this year.
Viewer discretion is advised.
The vicious left-wing professor who set the blogosphere on fire this weekend makes Ward Churchill look like Mr. Rogers. Her name is Deb Frisch, and she's an adjunct professor of psychology, yes, psychology, at the University of Arizona. Frisch has her own blog at debfrisch.com, where her motto is a quote from poet Edward Abbey: "I write to entertain my friends and to exasperate our enemies." Dr. Debbie did far more than exasperate one of her political opponents, popular conservative blogger Jeff Goldstein at Protein Wisdom. On Goldstein's blog last week, Frisch left the following comments threatening Goldstein and his 2-year-old son. "I'd like to hear more about your tyke, by the way. Girl, boy, toddler, teen, are you still married to the woman to give birth to the tyke? Tell all, bro." As I said elsewhere, if I woke up tomorrow and learned that someone else had shot you and your tyke, it wouldn't slow me down one iota. You aren't human to me. Ooh, 2-year-old boy, sounds hot. You live in Colorado, I see. Hope no one Jean Benet's your baby. Absolute, inexcusable filth. Gotta love those tolerant libs. After Goldstein blogged about Frisch's garbage, his site was the target of denial of service attacks for 2 days. Bloggers on the right banded together to support Goldstein. Most bloggers on the left ignored the debacle. On Saturday, Frisch acknowledged her role, raised a white flag, and promptly put on her victim pose. She announced she was resigning from the University of Arizona. She offered a hollow apology to Goldstein and then shamelessly suggested that Goldstein would somehow alter the comments she had posted, despite his inability to access his blog and the contemporaneous capture of those comments by other bloggers. Frisch, a staunch defender of Ward Churchill and proud 9/11 conspiracy theorist with a history of abusive comments on blogs, says she's headed to the Moonbat Refuge of Eugene, Oregon, where she has taught before and may well teach again. Meantime, another 9/11 denier in the ivory tower, Islam Studies professor Kevin Barrett at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, was exposed last week by investigative reporter turned WTMJ talk show host Jessica McBride.
Let's just cut to the chase. Now, you do not believe that the terrorists caused 9/11.
Well, no, I know that the terrorists did cause 9/11. It's simply a question of who the terrorists really were. We've been told that there was a conspiracy. I mean, everybody's a conspiracy theorist unless you believe one person could do it. Legal definition of conspiracy is more than one person getting together to commit a crime. Well, on 9/11, clearly more than one person did it. Now, there is this official conspiracy theory that it was done by Osama and 19 young Arabs. That is a bunch of losers who, couldn't even fly planes, were supposedly guided by this guy who's on terminal dialysis in a cave in Afghanistan and pulled off this amazing attack. That's the official conspiracy theory. The alternative theory is that they must have at least had some inside help, and more likely that the whole thing was an inside job from start to finish. And I, after having researched it quite thoroughly, I'm pretty certain that the alternative theory is a lot closer to the truth.
Barrett believes that Bush-Cheney neocons, the same gang they accuse of massive incompetence and not being able to shoot straight, insidiously executed 9/11 in order to engineer endless war with the Middle East. This tinfoil theory will be part of the curriculum for Barrett's Introduction to Islam class at UW in the fall. Maybe Charlie Sheen will be a guest lecturer.
You're conspiracy theorists on this particular issue, It seems to me like 19 amateurs with box cutters taking over 4 commercial airliners and hitting 75% of their targets. That feels like a conspiracy theory.
Till next event, I'm Michelle Malkin for Hot Air on Moonbat Patrol 24/7, 365.